it works.
Ah.
Hi, everyone. My name's HeatherAsh Amara, and I am with the beautiful Dorian.
Oh,
Oh. And we're joining together. We were giggling that this is the first time that we've met each other officially, but we feel completely in alignment with what we're going to do and what we're sharing together. So thank you so much, Anna, for all the gifts that you bring. And I'm really excited to be working with you coming up very soon in California.
Thank you so much, Goddess. Beautiful, amazing HeatherAsh, who I am just meeting and yet know in my heart. Oh, my heart sings to talk with you today. Speak with who is listening of this recording. And so, firstly, I just want to speak my appreciation to you and gratitude for what you're doing and what you anchor here, and how much fun it is to play and walk together and craft whatever it is that we're crafting, this incredible initiatory circle and coming together of women. And I bless you. I really thank you for that. And I'm excited to see what we come up with today and then February 2.
Yes. And what a profound time. It's perfect. So beginning of February is the time of Candlemas. It's a cross-quarter day between winter solstice and spring equinox, and it's a fire initiation ceremony. And so how perfect that we're coming together to invite women to join a circle where the intent is around looking at where were the initiations in our life and where is there healing needed. So in many societies, there's initiations that are conscious, that are supported by the community. And what I've seen with a lot of us women is that we have initiations that aren't conscious. Big transitions that happen in our young lives that aren't marked, that aren't honored.
Right.
And what I found is there's an incredible way that we can go back and look at what were those experiences, be able to witness them, name them, share them, and transform them. So that when we look back at our history, instead of there being sinkholes and emotional booby traps and pain or struggle or places that we don't want to just go, oh, I wish that didn't happen to me, that we can actually look back at our lives and go, yes, it all is part of my wholeness.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the power of story in so many ways, and how we're so often entrenched in our story, and this is what was, and we can be so attached to our rightness, and I know it was this way. And I see so frequently in my own life and also with my circle and with my beautiful students and clients how much we allow that to frame our experience. And often when we go back and the glory of ritual, to be able to reframe those stories and begin to really claim them in our hearts and mine for all of the beautiful pearls as we go deep down into the cave, can just be the most extraordinary thing and life-shifting and life-altering. And as you know, the power of ritual is so transcendental and informative and illuminating, and I cannot wait. I am so excited to begin this initiation with you. And I think the circle in and of itself will be initiatory as we look back on all of those passages from maiden and mother and crone and warrior and sister and goddess and all of the juicy skins that we wear as women. So I'm excited, and I wonder if you can tell me a little bit about some of the women's circles that you posted in the past. What has unfurled in those for you?
Gosh, so many circles. And what I feel is that the ones that you're talking about, the circles that I've been in where there's been ritual as part of it, have been the most profound and the most healing, because we're coming together not to gossip or to talk about what's not working or in struggle in any way, not using the mind, but really allowing ourselves to come into intimacy with ourselves and with each other and listen to what does this circle, what does this being need to really heal, to really show up, to really be nourished. And that's why I love ritual so much, and I love circles, all the circles I get to be part of where there's ritual, because it taps into that very sacred, wise part of ourselves and goes, so much more change can happen in just a short amount of time, because we're not trying to figure it out. We're inviting ourselves to create new energetic flow. And
Oh,
yeah.
and we, on my end, and the circles that I host tend to usually, and we've spoken a bit about this, host both genders, but I have certainly participated in women's circles and working with women's organizations. And there are two interesting things about a circle of women. The first is just the power of the circle and how transformative it is to be witnessed, the pure, simple act of being witnessed in your process and having a loving space that is held. And I'm seen, and it's safe to be seen. I can be my beauty and my rawness, and I can bring all of my messy bits and my shadow and everything that is luminous and lovable and acceptable. Yet, that's a powerful healing in and of itself, right?
Huge.
And then there's the incredible synergy that happens in a space that is purely women. There is this incredible rapport and sisterhood and something that feels really ineffable to me and yet timeless and ancient and deep. And we all seem to plug in really, really quickly in this profound, visceral way. I just can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me too. And I'm getting more and more excited about it as it gets closer. And it's so true, Anna, that place of women coming together, there's real magic that happens when we're willing to show up and dive in. And I know that whoever chooses to come to this workshop, we're going to go deep really fast. And that we have an opportunity to come together to do some really deep healing of the past for the purpose of being more vibrant, loving, present, creative, juicy, magical in the present. And we'll be able to celebrate that with each other as well.
There's, in one of the traditions that I'm trained in the Inca tradition, we work with the South, and the medicine of the South is shedding the past, the way Great Lady Serpent sheds her skin. And so we all the time are focused on how can we possibly receive gifts from Spirit when our hands are full of this old trash from the past, right?
Nice image.
Feels like a lot of this circle is releasing all of that story and baggage and shame and withholding and whatever it is that keeps us small, or that story and concept of smallness, to be able to receive with both hands the gifts from Spirit of raw, wild, juicy, beautiful creation, which is just experiencing herself through all of us in our female forms again and again, and non-female forms. But there's something, that magical synergy. I hear you. I'm excited about it.
Yes. Yeah. And it's fun. The idea of the shedding, that's really what we'll be doing, is that coming together with the places where we've outgrown those old stories that don't serve us anymore. And to be able to wiggle our way out of them. It doesn't have to be a struggle. When we have that focus and that intent and the energy, then we just go, okay, yeah, I'm ready to let that one go. And then start anew. What new story do I want to create going forward? How do I want to hold myself? How do I want to see myself as sacred?
It reminds me, as you're speaking there, of the Chinese New Year and how that passage is aligned really beautifully.
Yes.
So we're moving through this incredible liminal gate, right? And we're moving into Horse Year, which is so much about power and freedom and wild beauty, and has a lot of the medicine of the female divine. And the timing of it feels particularly juicy as we can ponder, who is it that we want to become, and how raw can we be, and how wild and how precious, and how much loving kindness can I share with you? How much of my story can I let go? How much can I see you and me and me and you? And it's the spirit of Yin Lakesh. I am another yourself, and I love you, and I see you. And it makes my heart sing.
Same here. So much magic awaits, and I just thank you for holding the space that you do and for inviting me into your circle. And it feels like there's going to be a really beautiful coming together of a lot of different women from a lot of different walks of life, which is what we want, is to bring our diversity together so that we can learn from each other and support each other in stepping into who we really are rather than who we think we should be, or holding ourselves to a standard that doesn't serve us. So we're going to shed that too, shed the perfectionism, shed the I should have, I wish I had, why couldn't they, to let go of all of the garbage, like you said, anything that we're holding that doesn't serve us in being the warrior goddess women that we really are, that's waiting to be birthed in this moment.
Michelle said, I thank you for all of your beauty and grace, and this circle is going to be juicy extraordinaire. I cannot wait. And that's one of our intentions, is that we draw from several different communities. We have someone waiting in the wings for the new website launch who will begin doing outreach. She's identified 35 different women's organizations throughout the Bay who work with all different focuses and walks of life. So we should have a really juicy turnout in terms of our background and our age and our ethnicity and our focus in the world and our work, and I'm looking forward to magic and sweetness. So, beautiful, bright, beloved HeatherAsh, and everyone who is watching, many blessings to you. Much aloha, and I look forward to seeing you on February 2.
Gratitude. Bye-bye. Yay!